Want to grow your business and take it to the next level? Well, here we all are, and we're going to show you how through hard work, perseverance, and a little help and know-how, you can take things to the next level and push the success of your business even further. Let's get going.
On your next episode of the Practiceology podcast, the science of running a highly profitable allied health business that works without you. And I'm pleased to be joined by the great Nicola Mclennan today. Nicola, thanks for joining us on the Practiceology podcast.
Thank you very much for having me, Paul.
Now, a formal introduction. Nicola is she's practiced as an osteopath in the UK for the best part of 20 years. She was passionate about sports injuries and worked for many years with the Gaelic Athletic Association in London. She founded Sports Rehab Academy back in 2015, where she taught sports rehab techniques online. She's a self-confessed Google AdWords nerd and became Google Ads certified in 2018. She's now sold a practice and is now an EC certified coach, helping practice owners get a reliable supply of new patients into their practices by harnessing the power of Google. Now, as a guest on Practiceology, Nicola, you know the format. We're busy health business owners, so we've got a 7-question in 7-minute format. So you're going to psych up, and I'm sure you're nervous. I'm going to hit my timer, and your time starts now. Question number 1, Nicola, with 6 minutes and 55 seconds left. Who is your ideal client, Nicola?
So my ideal client is busy, overwhelmed practice owners who are trying to grow, trying to scale, and perhaps build a team. And they are looking to get a reliable, steady flow of new patients into their practice.
And the problems, question number 2, with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. How's this format? The pressure's killing us, Nicola. What is the problem that you solve? So what do you solve for these health business owners?
So many practice owners nowadays kind of feel like held hostage by technology in their practice. There's so many things we could be doing, social media, online marketing. So we remove the techie headaches for them and set up campaigns that are tried and tested and that will deliver that reliable, steady flow of new patients into their practice without any of them having to push any of the buttons or do any of the designing or any of the strategic thinking. They can just turn it on and off like a tap.
Sounds good. Question 3, with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. What are the typical symptoms people experience with this problem? What do you hear from them, Nicola? What do they feel?
So they've often tried different types of online marketing and it just didn't work. So they felt like it was money down the drain, felt like they just couldn't figure that out, or they just lose confidence in those particular marketing pillars and just say, oh, I tried that, it didn't work for me, and give up and walk away. And then they're unfortunately then leaving money at the table, feeling left behind compared to their competitors who seem to have no problem getting clients online. So
it's overwhelm, Nicola.
Absolutely, because there's so much that we're told, isn't it? It's social media, there's Google, there's so much we could be doing. They could be doing a podcast, Paul, but is that the best use of their time? And it's really hard for them to know because their focus is on getting their patients better.
All right. Question 4, with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left. What are the common mistakes people make when trying to solve this problem? What do we do wrong?
So I would say just muddling through and trying to figure it out by themselves. So often if I'm looking at setting a campaign up for somebody and I'll see previous attempts in their account where they've tried it on their own and gone, well, I tried that. And why would they know how to do Facebook ads or Google ads, or how to have a website built properly that encourages people to inquire? Why would they know that? Because they've spent tens of thousands of pounds or dollars getting an education in healthcare. So trying to muddle through on your own and not really appreciating how much time that takes, and how that it is just often such a steep learning curve and doesn't get the best results.
All right. Question 5, with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left. What is one valuable free action that podcast listeners and people can implement to help them solve their problem?
So somebody that's looking to get that reliable flow of new patients into their practice, so a really quick place to start that will get quick wins, is to go and wipe the dust off your Google My Business listing, because practitioners tend to either not have claimed it, or they claimed it, filled in a little bit their opening hours, maybe even added a picture, and then walked away and have not touched it since. And it's a free resource and so valuable for upping your game and showing up in your local area.
So, and first they've got to claim it. So so Google My Business is where it's at. If you do nothing else from today, you get into Google My Business.
Yes. So claiming your listing, verifying it, and right now to be getting a regular flow of reviews onto your listing and to be posting on your listing as well.
Okay. And how often, Nicola, do they need to post? Because they talk about that all the time. How often have you got to be active? If you do this Google My Business thing, is it something you've got to do all the time?
Yes. So posts only last for 7 days, but it's not like social media. You haven't got to say, oh God, it's International Women's Day, I've got to post something on there. You're going to be posting on Google with keywords in mind. So you're only going to post for what you'd like your business to be found for. So you're generally posting similar stuff all the time. It's nowhere near as time consuming.
All right. Question number 6, with 2 minutes left, Nicola. What is one valuable free resource you can direct people to further help them solve their problem? How can you help them? What can they get their hands on?
So if they head over to boostyourpractice.co.uk, we've got a fantastic free course called How to Master Google My Business for Practice Success. And if you're not techie friendly, you're worried you're going to go and break the internet with your Google My Business listing, then this will talk you through step by step and click by click on, not just what you should be doing, but how to do it, what buttons to press so that you don't break the internet.
Can you give it to your team member to do, or do you have to do it yourself?
You could absolutely give it to your team member. You can add users to your Google My Business listing. So your front desk person or your VA can go ahead and be monitoring and optimizing that for you.
Beautiful. And 1 minute and 5 seconds left, Nicola. Question 7. What is the one question I should have asked you that would give great value to our audience from this session?
So I would say, how do practitioners know what is the best marketing method for them, particularly when we're heading into like murky kind of economic times? Because too many practitioners get attracted by kind of shiny object syndrome and don't spend the time to dig into their numbers and figure out what's working for them now. So if something's working for them now, amplify and improve that before you go and try and split the atom and work out the Instagram algorithm, or open a Pinterest account that won't generate any new patients for you.
So look at your current referral sources, look at your current patient list before you start branching off into something bright and shiny.
Absolutely. So a lot of people say to me, what should I work on, like my website or social media? And I'll say, what's working for you now? Whatever's working for you now, amplify that before you go try and figure out some new world.
Oh, my alarm just went off, Nicola.
Okay.
Now I've got to dismiss it. Beautiful. Thanks for joining us on the Practiceology podcast. What was that URL again, Nicola, to get the course? So
go to boostyourpractice.co.uk and just hit on free courses at the top.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next issue.
Bye-bye.